decides to take matters into her own hands.
Yes, I'd like to talk to a reporter.
Lynn is very strong-willed. When she has her mind set on something, she will get it done.
Her name is Christine Sheddy.
Lynn is like the mama lion who's not going to let anything happen to her cubs. And if something does happen to her cubs, then God help you, because she's going to come after you.
Yeah, and I need your help.
After learning about Lynn's plight in the local press, the tight-knit community rallies around her.
Lynn organized several search parties in the woods around the farmhouse where Christine was last known to have been.
Oh my goodness, there was like, I'm saying well over 100 people there.
Lynn hopes to find clues about Christine's disappearance, or worse yet, her body.
Hey guys, we're here. I think I found something.
It was a thickly wooded area. It would be easy to hide a body or evidence in that area because it is so rural. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. These volunteers were trying to do everything they could do to find evidence to lead to the discovery of Christine.
We didn't really find anything. All I knew is my daughter wasn't there. Welcome. Please, come in, have a seat.
With no other leads, Lynn's sister suggests they take an unusual approach. She sets up an appointment with a pair of Psychic Sisters.
Let's begin.
My professional title is Psychic Criminal Investigator. We like to be known as the Psychic Vincent Sisters.
I was optimistic they could help us. Some clue, maybe something would come to them to guide us to where we could find Christine.
For the past 25 years, the two sisters have specialized in solving mysteries that have baffled police, volunteering their time to help bring closure to families.
There's several tools that we'll use. We'll use a sense of clairvoyance, a sense of feeling and vision.
Christine's family gives the psychics one of her necklaces to help focus their senses.
So, how does this work?
My sister and I will channel our psychic energy and try to connect with Christine.
We don't want you to tell us any details about Christine before we start. We want to have a blank slate.
The sisters immediately begin to receive psychic impressions.
I'm feeling some sort of energy. Is Christine blonde and slender?
It was just basically all information describing Christine to a T.
Yeah, that's Christine. I felt that we were connecting, and I started to see this vision unfold.
I'm seeing something very dark.
The two sisters appear to confirm what the family has feared from the beginning.
I said, I'm going to be very truthful with you.
I'm seeing something very, very bad.
I'm actually seeing Christine not with us anymore. I see that she's dead, that she's been murdered.
Somebody finally told me the truth. Because I knew. I just had a feeling that crushed me. I knew she was dead. I knew it. I knew it. You get a lump in your throat, you just cry. You get goosebumps, chills.
Wait, there's more.
As the psychics descend further into their vision, they produce another revelation. Someone knows more than they have let on about what has happened to Christine.
I'm seeing a name. I need to write this down.
I'm getting some letters here. I started writing down a T.
I'm seeing Christine. She's trying to tell me something.
All of a sudden, I heard like a whisper. I heard the name Tia.
That caught my attention. Tia is not a name that just comes right out.
Christine was staying with Tia, and she disappeared. I said, that's the person you need to go look at because Tia is involved.
That makes you sit up and take notice because you just can't pull that out of your hat.
Lynn had believed that Tia was a caring friend who had opened her home to Christine in a time of crisis. How could she have something to do with Christine's disappearance? Lynn immediately calls Tia, but she refuses to talk to her. Her silence only heightens Lynn's suspicions.
Tia was sort of a defiant person, so she wasn't willing to help out.
But Lynn refuses to give up and turns to the internet to see what she can learn about Tia.
And that's back when MySpace MySpace was a big deal. I didn't know how to do it. But that's when I learned how to do it.
Lynn sends messages to Tia, demanding answers.
She would basically cyberstalk Tia. She tried on several occasions to shame Tia into coming forward with knowledge.
Tia refuses to provide any information, but Lynn expands her efforts. She sends messages to Tia's friends and begs them to tell her what they know about Tia and her connection to Christine's disappearance. Lynn is desperate for anything that might help. At first, it seems no one will cooperate. But then, surprisingly, some of Tia's friends and family begin to respond. Message after message suggests that Christine was murdered and that Tia might know something about it. Lynn's intuition and the Psychic Sisters' vision were apparently right.
Lynn missed her calling in life. Lynn Dodenholm should have been a criminal investigator.
Have you gone on MySpace?
Lynn brings her online communications to the investigators.
I think you should take a look at it again.
Although there is no smoking gun, they notice that one name keeps coming up. Tia.
There were just things that seemed to imply that Tia knew more about Christine's disappearance than what she had told the police. That really gave us pause and made us believe that this could be a homicide.
But when investigators go out to Tia's home in Worcester County, they discover that she and her roommates are nowhere to be found.
Tia ended up leaving the area a very short period of time after Christine went missing. Tia and Junior ended up going down to Tennessee. Justin ended up moving down to Texas.
Their sudden departure is a huge red flag for investigators. But just as the case is starting to heat up, they are presented with a piece of evidence that changes everything.
Stuff like that doesn't happen. That happens in the movies or TV. It doesn't happen in real life. It just doesn't happen.
The new Chicken McNuggets look fantastic, made with 100%